you ready for the vinyl countdown?
Hey you guys, welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches. What's going on? Man, I'm telling you, it is fall outside. It's getting chilly, and guess what time it is? That's right, you guys. It's time for the Fall Record Show in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Man, I anticipate this event all year long. I'm telling you, it is one of the greatest chances that I have gotten to finding really cool stuff out in the wild. As you guys know, we don't really go out on the computer and order vinyl. We don't sit at home in our chair and press enter. We get in our car and we fly around, okay? Well, that gets to be a little bit daunting at times and a little bit depressing if you're not finding those really key things for your collection that you would love to have. Once you guys accumulate 1,000 records, you gotta be able to understand that that window gets tighter and tighter for finding the things that you want. And they're probably going to be the ones that you may never find. So what's your best bet? To go to the record show. You guys, this is where you're going to find some of the best things for your collection. I swear to God. Here's the deal. We have been to this record show in Green Bay a few times now. And from that experience, we can almost gather a strategy, all right? We got up there this year, we were about the 5th people in line to get into this record show. Well, that's an awesome start, right? Well, there is another whole thing to this as well. Every year, just about the same floor plan exists for the show. So we already have it in our minds, standing in line, of where our favorite vendors are in the building, where their table is, and what they usually get for scores in their, and their stuff that they have for sale, okay? What type of music do you love? Well, I'm gonna go to this guy for that music that I love, and I'm gonna be the 5th in line, and basically, do I have the same strategy as somebody else? Maybe not. Maybe they're in a totally different world than I am. So man, there is a huge advantage to being the early bird gets the worm and having a strategy when you walk in the door. Without further ado, you guys, let's get into what I would call a face-melting pile of records for where I'm at in my collection. You guys, there is stuff in this pile that I thought that I would never find out in the wild, okay? Like I said, there's a huge difference between finding it out in the wild and ordering it online. Huge difference. The emotions, the adrenaline, the fun that comes along with record collecting. Something that I just cannot give up on. It's totally amazing. Well, let's get into this pile and show you, like what I said, some of the stuff that if you're loving the 80s and you're loving metal and you're loving all kinds of cool different things that we like here, this could be a serious mind bender for you guys. All right, let's get into it. But first, I need another sip of go-go juice. All right. Well, you guys, we picked up a couple of CDs actually. So let's get those out of the way first. All right, you guys know that I am a huge fan of Skid Row. Okay, the band Skid Row. Yes, that 80s hair band icon with Sebastian Bach as the lead singer that just took us into places we never thought we could go for metal in the late 80s. All right, you guys? So we found a couple of CDs from Sebastian Bach. You guys know after the Subhuman Race album that they broke up, all right? The rest of the band went their separate way, got a different singer, and Sebastian Bach went out on a solo career using a lot of the Skid Row album music in his shows, all right? So here is another CD from Sebastian Bach himself that we found out in the wild. I cannot tell you guys how awesome this is. I can't wait to get this on the CD player. It's a double piece, 2 CD, nice tri-fold there. Whoop, let's close it the right way. And just really awesome artwork on the cover, front and back, you guys. So there's one from Sebastian Bach. Oof, makes me get goosebumps. All right, here's another one from Sebastian Bach. This is called Bring 'Em Bach Alive. I can't wait to get this one on too. I haven't really gone into discovering a lot of his individual work. All right, there is a record out there called Apocalypse Now. I think that's what they call it, and it's a live album from a stadium, and I would love to have that. but it gets to be pretty spendy. And is it that important to your collection? I think it's getting to be pretty important. I might press the button on that one. Like you say, I don't really sit at home and I want to find it out in the wild. You guys know what I mean. All right, so up for the vinyl. The first one we found is an actual, from what I understand, this is a brand new Rocktober release. You guys know that special thing they do with vinyl in October. They call it the Rocktober releases, and it usually involves a lot of cool re-releases from 80s metal bands, for sure. And we picked this one out. It was the only one our record store had for a Rocktober release, which I found kind of weird because usually there's a ton of them, right? Well, this one's the only one they had, and from what I saw on the front cover, I couldn't leave it sit. It's called Hard Rock Heretics. It's still sealed up, you guys. Look at those bands that are on there. Holy smokes. That is a compilation, you guys. If you're into compilations, you definitely need to pick this one up. Look at this. We got Winger, Dio, Faster Pussycat, Bullet Boys, David Lee Roth, Metal Church, Twisted Sister, Skid Row, Dokken, and Lynch Mob. Man, the lineup on this thing is insane. So yeah, check this one out at your local record store. It's a Rocktober release, you guys, from what I believe this year. It was in the new releases. All right, make some room here. All right, next up, you guys, we got some obscure second-tier 80s hair metal. That's what I would call it. It's, somewhere in that glam hair metal region. Just stuff that we picked out from this record show that I just never seen anywhere. If they got long hair, we're going to probably pick it up if the price is right. Have you guys ever heard of Toy Roz? Yeah, they're going to be like basically a hard rock entering into second-tier 80s metal. Okay, you guys, let me pull the sleeve out here. There's the front of the sleeve. Toy Roz. You can check out the back. All right, you guys, and this one would be from 1988. Nice obscure stuff. I mean, I would recommend it if you're into that kind of music. The second-tier 80s metal. All right, and then we'll pull the, we got a lot of this stuff in MoFi's already, you guys. So let's pull that out of there and show you guys the record label. That's a different label. I don't think I've ever seen. All right, make some more room over here, you guys. Another sip of go-go juice. All right, here's another one, you guys, that looks basically almost the same as the last one I showed you, but it's a different group. I would swear to God that they had the same artist on this album. And here's some more second-tier 80s metal. You guys ever heard of Tough Luck? Look at it. The cover looks almost the same as the last one I showed you. Tough Luck. There's the back. You can tell that's 80s. Look at that hot pink on there with the hair metal. For sure. All right, and this album came out in, let's see if I can find a date here, 1987 for these guys. Some nice second-tier 80s hair metal is what I would just simply put it as. All right? And then, you guys, they had two different versions of this, by the way. They had a black vinyl and they had the clear vinyl. Well, I guess the clear vinyl is the rare, expensive one. And guess what? We got it! Yup. Clear vinyl back then, you guys? Are you serious? And look at that label. Woo, we got some glare today. Whoa! Yeah, there's the clear vinyl on that one, guys. I'll pull it all the way out for you. Clear vinyl on a hair metal band album in the late 80s? What? There it is, you guys. Some great 80s second-tier metal is what I'd call it. Not too heavy. Just on that verge of hard rock and metal. And look at this. I told you guys, here, check this out. Look at the similarities between those two records. Is that not amazing? two totally different things going on there. Ooh, let's not mix those up. All right, you guys, and next on the list is an 80s hair metal band that is super rare and super coveted in the vinyl community or in the music community. This group is none other than, you guys, it blew my mind. It blew my mind when I saw this. We're talking about an ADCO AOR promotional 12-inch copy of Sabotage. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is an amazing addition to the Sabotage collection, for sure. And what song do we got on there? Oh, Hard for Love. Yep, the Hard for Love. Yep. Promotional copy, you guys, off of, I'll just pull this in there, this album. Okay, this is an album that we already had from Sabotage. But yeah, this is a 12-inch single off of, it's the first track off of side 2 off of this Sabotage album. Alright? Man, I'm telling you, I love these 12-inch single promos. They blow my mind. And you know, it's just on the basic label, basic black vinyl. Really nice shape, you guys, really nice shape. Even that outer cover, if you take one of those little sponges and you clean off the dirt off of that white cover, it's going to be there for you. It's going to be there. Totally awesome. These are the little tidbit things I love to find for my collection from that 80s hair metal. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here's another white cover. Uh-oh. Oh, Vertigo. Man, you guys, here is another awesome addition to our collection, you guys. I have a lot of stuff from this particular record. Let's flip it around. It's Metallica. Oh, white label Vertigo Metallica, you guys. I'm serious. Now, I have a Vertigo copy of the Black Album. I also have a white label copy, I think it's Vertigo, of the Enter Sandman or the Black Album EP. And then we found this on Saturday. This has got, let's see, Enter Sandman Live, okay? Harvester of Sorrow Live, okay? And then Nothing Else Matters, the demo version, all right? You guys, this is an amazing little tidbit for our Metallica collection. Awesome. Look at that label. I'm going to pull that out for you guys. Looks like there's a little bit of glare there from the MoFi. Look at that. Oh! Like I said, man, these little tidbits are just what I love looking for to fill in those little gaps in your collection. Little details. All right, you guys, and this one, I thought that I would never, ever find in my entire life. I thought I'd never see anything that looks like this, you guys. But here it is, from our favorite guy, our favorite booth, our favorite guy from our Green Bay Record Show. He had this sitting in there with probably three or four things that we bought from him right off the bat in the first 5 minutes of the show. You guys, hold on to your socks. The Rock Scout, are you watching right now? If you are not, someone tell the Rock Scout to get his butt over here right now. Because this one, yeah, is going to blow your mind, Mr. Rock Scout. White label promo of Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, 12-inch single, the LP version. You guys, this is like unbelievable gold for your Motley Crue collection. Dr. Feelgood, Play It or Say It, white label promo. Oh my gosh, and the Electra cover. You guys, let's pull this out of here. Woo! See if I can do this without touching too much of it. Look at that. Absolute solid gold for that obscure little part. My face has been melted at this point, you guys. I cannot believe that we found this in the wild. Woo! We gotta move on from this. I'm gonna start getting a little too hot here. Unbelievable. All right, up next, you guys, a sip of go-go juice. Do you guys love Judas Priest? Do you have all of Judas Priest's album? Do you have most of them? Have you ever seen this one before? I'm telling you, you guys, my record dealer, the guy at the show that I know pretty well, has said he has never seen this Judas Priest album in his life. And this guy is a dealer. Look at this. Judas Priest, Saint or Sinner. Look at that, you guys. Woo! This is live San Antonio, Texas, 1983. 1982, 1983. This is a double set. It's a non-gatefold. It's just standard, you guys. A standard cover. Man, let's pull the vinyl out of here. Yes, we got two records. Look at this. Now, this is probably considered a bootleg, but man, when you got a Judas Priest collection, I don't mind bootlegs. I love them. Especially when you're finding a bootleg from like 1983, you guys. Woo! So there's the labels, you guys. And just some black vinyl. What an amazing addition to the Judas Priest collection, you guys. Highly rare bootleg. And you guys, don't get me wrong here. Some of these bootlegs that you find like this are going for big buco dollars. And I only see the prices going up. I don't see the prices going down on these cool, obscure, older, yeah, bootlegs. So wow, Judas Priest, can't believe it, you guys. Whew. We're rocking now. All right, you guys, from that same vendor at the record show, this is a record that I have been looking for. It's on my grail list. Not the very top of it, but it has been on my list for a long time. Why? Because I've never found it on the wild. And I love this band. You guys, I'm telling you right now, here we go. An original, still sealed copy of the debut album from Extreme. Oh, there's the hype sticker. This baby is sealed up tight. This thing looks like the day it came out in the record store, man. You guys, seriously. Extreme's debut album. Woo! What was this, 1989? Yup, 1989, you guys. Looks like $1 million. I'm just like, what? The cellophane is just amazing. There isn't a wrinkle in it. Man, I love that song, He-Man Woman Hater. You know, they overdid the ballads from these guys a little bit, but still. They call them, a lot of times people are classifying this band as funk metal. And I'm telling you, if funk metal is the name of the genre, I'm in love. Man, their Extreme 2 Pornography album is so full of energy and so full of wild guitars. I mean, you got to really put your ear to the speaker and listen to what's going on in this band. It's amazing, amazing musicianship. There you go. Still sealed, original copy of Extreme. You guys, all right, up next. The show don't stop there, you guys. How many of you guys are still, I got a question for you. How many of you guys are still out there looking for your original copies of some of your favorite metal and thrash bands from the 1980s? I would guess that a lot of us are still looking for those, yeah, those pure OG copies. The ones that first came out instead of the re-releases, because they've done it 100 times on a lot of bands. But you guys, our same vendor, I went back around the show, came back to his booth, and found this in his normal little piles in his boxes. And I was like, what? The record said $18 on it, right? Okay? And I looked at it, and I'm looking at it, right? And I said, Mrs. Peaches, can you look at this for me? Because of my eyes, you know. I said, does this thing really look near mint like the tag says? So she pulls the vinyl out, she shows us the cover, and says, yeah, it looks pretty much near mint to me. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, for that year, I would say this thing is near mint. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I looked at her and I said, can you believe it? The tag says $18. So I walk over to the record dealer guy that we just bought a bunch of stuff from. He says, just give me 15. Like I said, the tag said 18. He says, Peaches, just give me 15 bucks. And my jaw pretty near hit the floor, you guys. When was the last time you saw a near mint copy of this for $15? What? Oh my God! You guys, an OG copy of Master of Puppets and basically near mint all the way around. If not near mint, I'm telling you, it's going to be VG plus. Okay? Unbelievable. You guys, there's like 3 of these on Discogs for like $60, $80, $120. Nobody's selling these. It's in brand new condition. I'm floored. I am floored. I mean, this is what's so awesome about this record dealer that I got. This guy doesn't believe on making all of his money off of one person. He believes in sharing. Sharing is caring. He goes out and he gives people great deals on great records. You guys, there it is, man. Woo! This thing is like the day you bought it. Unbelievable. Master of Puppets, near mint, 15 bucks. Oh. If you don't believe this story, ask Mrs. Peaches. She was there. Total blowout. This is our second near mint copy of this, you guys. We actually own two near mint copies of this Master of Puppets now. Stuff to throw in the collection for a rainy day. Rainy day. All right. Last but not least, you guys. You know what? There are some records out there that are rare. There's some records out there that are expensive. All right. But how many times do you run into a rare record that is expensive that has kind of a really interesting story behind it? I don't know. I find this to be a rather interesting story, you guys. And not only is this last one super rare and pretty expensive, you guys, but we just 2 weeks ago, we showed you guys the most expensive record we've ever bought. And now today, you guys, we've actually shattered that record with the most expensive record we have ever purchased. And I cannot believe what came with this record, you guys. This is just an amazing find. You guys, if you know anybody that's into this band, send them over to this video, because this might be something they have never laid eyes on in their lives. Alright, you guys, here we go. This is the 4th studio album from this band that was released on March 21st, 2005. Alright? I'm just going to show you how this was packaged when we picked it up. Right here it is, you guys. Now, yeah, if you read this, Queens of the Stone Age, Lullabies to Paralyze LP. You guys, on March 21st, 2005, they came out with a CD of this album, okay? That had the original artwork on it, right? And then what happened is, if you go in here, I'm gonna show you this. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm holding this record right now. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna pull out these things that came with the record. Now this is kind of looking like basically a press release of this album with all of the information on it, you guys. All right, you can look on here and let's see. Okay, it says the street date on it. That's the date it's gonna be released. Is 7/12/2005. So what happened is they came out with the CD, and then on 7/12 of 2005, they decided that they were going to release the alternative art cover of this Queens of the Stone Age album. Yeah. So what happened was this. There is a story behind this actual piece that I'm holding here. This actual piece was sent to the record store owner that I got it from at the show, okay, back in 2005. And here is a letter from the record company that came with this album that was sent to its original owner, the owner of the record store in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right, And in this letter that's dated June 2nd, 2005, okay, this is before it hit the street, okay? It's basically telling you in more than one words, hey, we thought you guys would really love this. We're going to give you the opportunity to have this record. This is a super limited edition in purple and orange marble vinyl. It was addressed right to the guy at the record store from Records down in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it's amazing because if you look on here, yeah, the letter was June 5th of 2005, all right? And then here's some amazing, some handwritten letter that they sent along with it too, some memo from Records. And then, like I said, this little information pamphlet about the whole thing. But yeah, so this record, this letter is dated June 5th, and the release date was 7/12/2005. Now, like I said, in the letter, it was basically, we're going to give you this copy as a promotional copy, okay? So that's how we're handling this right now. And the guys from the record company took a Sharpie and they X'd out so it couldn't be sold. They X'd it out with a Sharpie and blocked it all off, okay? They basically are telling you that this is what they're doing. So, you guys, I'm telling you, this is a promo copy of the alternative art version of the Queens of the Stone Age album, Lullabies to Paralyze. All right? This is a gatefold album. And then there's the back. Dude, you guys, this is an absolute gem. Absolute gem. And then I'm going to pull out the, here's the inner that it comes with. All right. And then here's one of the inners. And then here's the first one. You guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a dreamsicle orange with white marbling in it. This is an OG promotional copy, you guys. Limited edition colored vinyl. Amazing. Like I said, a dreamsicle orange with white marbling in it. And then let's go over to the second record that comes in this awesome piece. There's the jacket. And then look at this. Just this amazing, beautiful purple marbly vinyl. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, you guys, if you know a lot about the Queens of the Stone Age, there is a ton of different bootlegs that are out there. I own several of them myself. Some of them are super rare, and some of them you might consider common. But man, I'm telling you, from what I have read about this, I consulted with another guy in the music community on this too, and from what we understand, there's never even been a bootleg made of this original copy of this record. So it makes it doubly rare when it comes to the Queens of the Stone Age records. But man, I'm falling in love with this group even more and more and more. I got into this group from H2 Vinyl in the music community. Yeah, he's down in Florida. And I'm telling you, I'm hoping that he sees this. I'm hoping that he sees this because this is just an unbelievably amazing find. Made into a promo copy from the record company. They sent him this. They sent him a handwritten letter that says a bunch of stuff on it that I can barely read. And this official record, or this official letter from the record company to the record store owner. You guys, it doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any better than this to me. I mean, this to me is better than any Japanese pressing out there. I mean, when it comes to record collecting. You guys, all right. That's a face melter for me. Thanks for coming down to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm sorry the video was so long, but we had some awesome scores from this record show. You guys, if you ever get the chance, get off your butts, get in your car, and find out when you can get to one of these record shows, because I think you're going to be amazed at some of the things you find if you get in there early. All right, you guys, thanks for coming down to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches, and we will talk to you later.